Lisa Vanness here, and I'm with one of our local customers. This is Nicole, and she was coming up to see me anyway, but she needs some ink help, and I said, let me interview you.
Okay.
And
Why not?
she was game for it. And during the school year, she's an actual teacher, and during the summer, she is enjoying hand lettering, and she's a part-time photographer. So Nicole, tell us what you've got today and what's your current carry.
So I do have a lot of ink. I carry, it seems like I carry everything with me all the time. I've been doing a little hand lettering, and hopefully going to maybe venture into some hand lettering on and creativeness as far as like invitations go for wedding suites. Creative suites with menus, RSVPs, table cards, invitations, thank you notes, that sort of things with weddings. I do some wedding photography, but for the most part, I'm like the wedding photographer number 2. That's my phone, but it'll go to voicemail, so just ignore it.
For moms.
For moms, I'm sure it probably is child number 2, I think is actually what it says. So that's child number 2. So this is one example. This is my first example that I've done, and it's just hand lettering my own, what I call the loose. I'm a loose artist, according to an artist friend of mine. So my loose lettering. So I have come here. I got my ink that matched the theme. I believe this is the caramel, probably.
Or Orange Indian.
Or Orange Indian. Yes, probably Orange Indian.
I just saw that.
Yep.
That's what we were talking about. I didn't see
It's like I have so many inks, but I'm trying to keep up better with the Friendly Inks book.
Inky fingers.
So Inky Fingers, yeah. Or the other version, what's the other one that you have?
That's the Colodex.
Yes,
or
that's
the color ring from Anna of the well-appointed desk.
I've got to try that next to see
Queen
which
of Pink
one.
Hair.
Yes. I've got to try that next to see which one keeps me more organized. Okay.
Well, for me, it's neither and both.
Neither and both. Okay.
So this is your current inky carrying. Is that a word?
It is now.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the colors that I am using for the next set, and that I'm going to be doing, and those will be for a lavender. It's a brunch wedding, and lavender and honey is the theme, I guess, that surrounds everything. So I'm going to do kind of a watercolor wash inspired theme as far as with the what's my words? Yes, that's kind of a sample of it. With the stationery, there we go, that's the words. Summer Brain. So inspired, and this is kind of some doodles that I've done. So, but the print right here was not dark enough, so I had to come find a different waterproof ink that's darker for the bride. And
so you want a dark purple?
No, the organizer wants a black for the letters.
Okay.
So,
Diatramentus document black is a good choice.
Okay.
As is Monteverde.
Right.
Monteverde document black. Let's look through what you got.
I have that. No,
none of these are going to be. You're going to really need a document ink, and because those are either that or you can go with a Noodler's. That's a bulletproof. So like you could do the Noodler's X Feather. But Noodler's tends to feather more.
I have
Platinum Carbon Black.
Okay,
so that's actually a good
have.
choice. But you didn't use it on here, right, when you were practicing?
Not when I was practicing.
Okay.
But I did practice, ta-da, right there.
Okay.
On the top.
And you can see how much darker
that is. Can you see that? Ignore the top one. Let's see the middle. Okay. So that was my practice doodle.
These are your pens that you currently are carrying.
I carry most of my pens with me all the time, but these are probably my favorite pens, and I carry them most of the time. Do you want the rundown?
Yes, I do. They do.
So this is my newest pen, yes, and it's the Pilot Metropolitan, and it's the fine, and I'm not a fine. I think it's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not a fine fan, but I figured I needed a fine in my arsenal. So, but I do like the fine of the Violet. Lamy Safari. This is the first pin that I bought from Lisa. And it was, this is not the original nib. I have an italic, but I bought a different nib with this just to try. I can interchange them. This is a Monte Verde?
Yes.
Okay, with an italic nib. I do like this pen, and I like this pen actually with J. Herbon inks.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want a dry ink in the...
A dry ink.
And it's It's a 1.1.
A 1.1. Yes.
Stub.
It works best with this ink. That's for some reason that's the best.
Okay, I'm gonna mess it up, but blue Provence, whatever.
Provence.
See, you can hear the background.
Provence. That's how I would say it, but you know, that was a long time ago when I took French.
Provence.
Provence.
I like that.
Provence.
Needed him in the background.
Okay, this is Noodler's Ahab love-hate relationship. We won't go there. And
it's a whole episode.
It's a whole episode. It does. I do have it as an eyedropper at the moment. I believe that's how. Well, I don't know how. I basically.
We played with it for her several times.
Yes, and I played with it too. And it's very greased and O-ringed up, and it will flex for me now because I am the. I'm gonna tell them when I am.
Oh. At the Arkansas Pen Club meeting, she was testing everybody's Flexi nibs. So I started calling her Flexi Mama. I thought that was perfect. She was wanting to try everybody's vintage pens that were flexible, and they were lined up to let her test the pens. So I said, I think her name online should be Flexi Mama.
Mama, as I turn red. Okay, I teach high school.
I thought it was hilarious.
Anyway, I don't know why I'm turning red, but okay. This is an Osprey with a Noodler's. No, not a Noodler's. Take that back. G nib.
Yes.
Again, love-hate relationship. Love it when it works, and we won't. It has
for discussion.
Yes, another video, but it has one of my favorite inks in it, and I will mess up the name, but I call it the New Orleans ink, and it is the Forget Me Not blue.
It's from Paper Plume.
I
love those guys so much. They're just the sweetest.
So
it sounds better when they say it than when I say it.
Because I don't say it right. Okay, and vintage pens. The vintage pens are probably what I love. Okay, and my three favorites are right here. And the Wasp Clipper, the Clipper by Wasp, which is a Schaefer pen. I don't know all about them.
You just know you like it.
I just like it.
It's a pretty pen.
And it does. It is a very pretty pen. And it does flex quite a bit. It's very pretty.
Got just a little bit of glitter tones to it.
Yes, it's
really
very pretty.
awesome.
This pen probably is my favorite. Just it's light. Well, no, it's my second favorite. It's my second favorite, and I don't remember the brand honestly, but I call it the Ring Top because
it's a ring top.
Yeah, it's a ring top. Hold on, it's on here. It is the Wall Ever. Yep, there you go. Wall Ever. And I just. It's okay. I just call it the Ring Top. So it's really easy and light, and honestly, it has never been one to. It doesn't burp on me really, and it
doesn't give you fits.
Yes, it doesn't give me fits, and it's really pretty much. It hasn't failed me yet.
It doesn't get on your last nerve. And by the way, I read that whenever somebody gets on your last nerve, that's actually a Southern term. Did you know that?
Last nerve.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but yeah, I do because I was researching this. Okay.
Okay, and this one probably is my flexiest of flexi besides one that has a G nib, and it is a Conklin.
Conklin.
Yep, and I think it's probably, and I'm not a green fan, but I tend to like the green pens for some reason. I think they're just pretty. I think because they're very.
It's the marbling to it.
But it's a very pretty pen to me, and it flexes I didn't realize how well it flexed until I tried some of the Watermans that I thought were the flexy mama babies that I needed, and I realized this one flexes just as well as most of them.
So it made you feel good about what you had.
Uh-huh.
The age has gotten to it, so you can see that it started to become discolored, but overall it's in really good condition.
Yeah, it's a nice pen. And this one is a wasp at a point, which it's just a funky kind of nib on it. But I like it just because it's just a different nib, and it gives a little bit different look to it. It doesn't really flex. It does flex, but it doesn't like spread flex. I don't know the difference. I don't know. I'm learning the terminology. But it has give to it, but it doesn't like show like a flexy line. But I like it because I can add pressure to it, and the line is very pretty.
It does give you line variation for sure.
But I can add pressure, or I can add no pressure, but it's still real pretty.
So I shall play with it.
And I think I can write left-handed pretty well with that one too. So I'm kind of one of those weird people. I can write both hands due to circumstances beyond my control. But I have to, and those I can't, but this one I can. And I can with this one I can write left-handed, and this one I can. So it's kind of important to me sometimes. So next project for me is to do another wedding suite of calligraphy, whatever you want to call it, but handwritten.
Modern hand lettering.
Thank you. With to do like invites, and actually they're kind of like dress up, you know. In the South, we kind of like to get all pretty and take pictures, and that's really what this is. But it's a promo for photographers and caterers and all sorts of stuff. And I'm trying my hand at doing the suite of stationery. That's the word. So, and the theme is going to be lavender and honey. So that's what I'm here for, is to find the perfect colors, and you've got the most.
I
so
do.
Here I am.
So I hope you guys got a little bit of insight into the average customer that comes in the store. A lot of the customers do come in with specific color ideas, and we try to help them. And we hang out, and we learn all about them. I'm kind of like the
She puts
local,
up with me.
either the hairdresser or the bartender. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's what I feel like. I know all about people's lives, and it's all related to me. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.